Network Entertainment.
Attention mga Gen Y at Gen Z. Na-experience na ba to? Yung gusto mo mag-share ng new idea sa pag-iipon, pag-i-invest, pag-negosyo. Tapos sabihin na lang mga matatanda, lolo, lola, tatay, nanay, hindi anak, mas safe pa rin ang pera sa alkansya o sa bangko. Nakaka-relate ka ba? Nako, kung nakaka-relate ka, tune into this episode.
Hi, I'm Chinkitan and you're listening to Chink Positive Podcast, where I aim to equip you to become wealthy and debt-free, teaching you on how to save, budget, get out of debt, and invest. Let's get into the episode.
Hi there, this is Chinkitan, your pambansang wealth coach. Alam nyo ba, yung money, let's talk about money right now, and yung mga elderly, it's never only about numbers. It's sometimes all about culture, traditions, emotions. Diba? Kaya nga ang hirap talaga. Paano ba natin talaga pag-uusapan ang pera na kasama ng ating mga magulang at may mga matatanda? Lalo na kung ibang paniniwala, syempre ibang panahon nila, iba naman panahon natin ngayon. Next natin. Bakit nga ba na may pananaw na iba yung mga syempre nakakatanda sa atin? Siguro let's start with empathy. Whether we like it or not. I was born in the 60s. Okay, so nag-age reveal na ako. Majority of our parents, number one, never went to formal schooling. That's number one. Number two, they grew up in scarcity. Kaya sa kanila, napakahalaga po, bawat pera, bawat piso, talagang iningat-ingatan nila. Kasi mahirap ko talaga kumita ng pera. At tatandaan nyo, during that time, walang internet, walang convenience. So talagang struggle siya. And then not only that, it's a trust issue on the new system. Diba? Kasi dati cash-based lang. Ngayon, meron ng credit card. Tapos may internet na, may online na, may GCash na. Diba? Parang ang nangyayari niyan, may mga app na. At marami na silang naririnig na about scams, about hacking. And the same time, hindi rin sila computer literate. And number three, because they have a survival mindset. Yung goal noon ay kumain, mabuhay, araw-araw, okay na. Pero ngayon, ang hinahabol na natin ang ating mga aspirations sa mga dreams. Ang dami na po nating gusto. Kaya friend, tatandaan po natin that the mindset of your parents and your grandparents was shaped by their season. And that deserves understanding and respect. Do you agree? Again, I'm speaking in their behalf. So, ano ba yung common clashes between the generations? Like for example, traditional and modern saving. Yung traditional, syempre, talagay sa bahay, sa kawayan, di ba? Pero right now, meron na tayong digital banks, di ba? As low as 3.5% and as high as 8% per annum. Or number two, elders, di ba? Land ang gustong investment. Pero ngayon, mga kabataan, gustong investment sa stock, sa crypto, di ba? Or sa online business. Pagdating naman sa utang, yung mga matatanda, wag na wag kang mangungutang. Pero ang mga kabataan ngayon, naintindihan na that there are two types of debt. Good and bad. Di ba? Ang good, nangutang ka para may kumita. Di ba? Ang bad, walang kita. Alam nila yon. Number four, risk tolerance. Yung mga matatanda, they want to keep it safe kasi nga syempre retired na sila. At saka they don't know what type of investment. Pero yung mga kabataan, 'di ba? Bata pa sila, they want to explore at the same time they want to experience. Kaya kung makikita mo talaga mas aggressive talaga ang bata. Pero ang question right now, paano ba mag-usap ng maayos para tungkol sa pera between two generation? So guys, listen to this. If you're having a hard time, this is the episode that really can probably break yung deadlock nyo. Number one, lead with respect. Tatandaan mo, nakakabata ka pa rin, di ba? Siyempre sila pa rin matatanda. You can start with, naintindihan ko yung ways nyo dati. Di ba? Safe yung talaga yung sinasabi nyo. Pero yun nga, is it okay for you to allow me just to explore and anyway, I want to learn on my own and then ang i-invest ko naman pera is the money that I can afford to lose. And make sure lang that the money talaga you're gonna invest, you can really afford to lose. How would you know you can afford to lose? Probably you have 100%. Invest mo lang 10%. Just in case na magkamali ka, you still have 90%. Does it make sense? Number 2, ang pinakamaganda niyan, magkwento ka, mag-istorya ka. Don't give lectures. Instead of sabihin mo sa mga parents mo, ay mali yan. Alam mo, dapat mo sabihin mo, alam mo yung office mate ko, dati wala siya talagang investment, tapos nag-invest na siya ngayon sa Pag-ibig MP2, but because of Pag-ibig MP2, every year kumikita yung income niya ng mga 6 to 7% interest per annum. O, di ba? So parang, talaga, paano ba yun? Di ba? In other words, stories connect, lectures divide. And then number 3, isa pa, pwede mong diskarte. You can find a common ground. Halimbawa, both of you want security. Pwede mo ipaliwanag. Alam mo ba, ma'am, yung pagka nag-invest ka sa e-banks, di ba nagay mo, meron siyang PDIC. Di ba? 1 million pesos ang protected ang ating pera just in case na magsara ang e-banks. Di ba? Covered tayo. So, di ba, in other words, may peace of mind at saka at the same time, pareho lang goal nyo is to grow the money and have security. And then last but not the least, ito pang isang final tip ko sa inyo. Agree to disagree with love. Sometimes you don't have to convince them. And then you cannot convince them also. Kung minsan ayaw talaga, close-minded, that's okay. Respect their choices, but live your own financial journey with respect. Nagigets mo? Like for example, pwede mo sabihin sa kanila, ma, I respect your na ayaw mo kung sige. I will put it off muna, hindi muna ako mag-start ng business. But give me 6 months. Kung sa 6 months na ito, like for example, gusto niya magtrabaho ka kaysa negosyo, 6 months, magtatrabaho ako. After 6 months, ma, pagka I feel that I'm not growing, I feel na it's not really my passion, can you give me an opportunity naman to try my own? Di ba? At least compromise kayo. So, the heart of it all is this. Money is not just about wealth. It's all about relationships. If you win the argument but lose the connection with your parents, reality, talo ka pa rin. Diba? Kaya nga, let's shift from tama ako to preserve our relationship. Diba? Clash of beliefs in terms of compromising and collaboration with wisdom. Imagine mo, ikaw, meron kang modern financial tools tapos may wisdom ka nang galing sa parents mo. That's really powerful. Before I close, by the way, I just like to tell you, if you enjoy this conversation, don't forget to check also my other account, yung podcast ko, especially for couples and wannabe couples. Diba? We have me and my wife, Novian, yung Happy Spouse, Happy House. It's all about strengthening relationship and building harmony at home. Magugustuhan niya. And at the end of the day, whether tradition or modern, we want everyone to have a secure and happy family. Do you agree? So, a reminder, kapatid, kaipunario, when you talk to your parents about money, remember, listen with respect, share with love, and build a future together. Hindi lang itong usapang papera. Ito po ay usapang pamilya. So guys, there you have it. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if you want more practical tips on money and life, please subscribe also to my YouTube channel. YouTube channel man. Iba yung topic natin dito. This is personal sa ating podcast, pero sa YouTube, it's more of educational. I upload fresh content every single day. Thank you very much. Tatandaan, to every problem, there's always a solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Always. Think positive. Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.